Remember, B. McLean Sports on Twitter. B. McLean Sports at gmail.com. Hope to hear from you. Halfway through our first day. No chance here. Claire Steele. So the Steele girls, Claire and Emily, aggressive and active in the early going of this one. 3 minutes remaining in the opening period. Chance in front, but the puck goes to the corner. Chance to clear for Gillis. And picking it up now is Bray. Out to Leno. Gives it away. Lockview goes wide. That was Mace, no luck. Leno misses it. Nice pass on the near side. Here comes Riverview with DeVry. Shot that goes over the crossbar. 2:21 remaining in this first period. Savannah Gillis. Back into the Lockview zone. Steele. Here she comes again. One-on-one. A nice defensive play there. Very calm was Morgan Young. Near side. Victoria Laba dumps it in. Back to get it is Morgan Young. 1:30 left in our first period. The officials are letting them play. Need some bodies hit the ice, but no calls yet. Katie Harris trying to go 1-on-2 here. Get her giddy up on. Gets a shot off with the forehand. Nice job by Harris, but once again, Kennedy Cooley makes the save. Just over a minute remaining now. Nearly turned over, but somehow sticking with it is Megan McPhee, and now she lugs it into the blue line. Dump down to the backhand. There for the Dragons was Victoria Hayworth. Under a minute remaining. On the far side, Kayla Martin. Our first call of Kayla. Back into the Dragon zone. Steele gets knocked down. Now Steele to the forehand, can't control, and there's Megan McPhee. Hayworth. Steele. Still with it. Now loses it. And here comes Riverview. They have 14 seconds left and a burst of speed for Laura Bray. Bray, low along the ice, just wide on the near side. 6 seconds remaining. Maybe one more chance. No, they're going to dump it down to the near side corner. And that'll do it for our first period. So 0-0 here at the end of one. All right, so remember, B. McLean Sports on Twitter. Live and interactive here on Bell Alliant Community One. Your leader in local sports webcasting. As mentioned, Rob Marcil checking in. Rob from Albert Bridge. Great to hear from you, Rob. There in Albert Bridge, cheering on Riverview and his daughter, Taylor. So tweets, emails, keep them coming. B. McLean Sports on Twitter. BMcLeanSports at gmail.com. We're live from the LeBron Center, the 2014 NSSAF Girls Division I Hockey Championships on Bell Alliant Community One. Here we go. Riverview in the red uniforms, going left to right on your screen, and a great chance for Riverview to start. Shot by Taylor Marcille goes just wide. And that's the thing. Rob Marcille reached out to us. So there's a lot of times if you reach out to us and let us know who you're cheering for. No coincidence, it seems over the years that shortly thereafter, that player gets on the scoreboard. Hope we're having a good day there in Albert Bridge. See how this second period shapes up. Back and forth so far between two seemingly very evenly matched teams. Far side, dumped in by Steele, but offside were the Dragons. So again, make note that we're running about 15-20 minutes behind already on these games. So if you're back with us tonight for late games, if your team's playing later tonight, you're probably going to have a late start to those. And a goal for Lockview. They score first. And it looks like it's Emily Steele. She has been persistent. And she breaks in. I think she scored on the backhand. So Emily Steele and Lockview strikes first. I'll wait for the official announcement. But it looked like the captain. All right, so the Dragons strike first. Harris. Goes through the skates of Leno. Again, Steele is in there. And off the inside of the post. Hit the inside of the post and bounce back to the left. Katie Harris shoots, and the shot goes just wide from Harris. Kept in on the near side here by Morgan Young. It is Steele. And Shannon Jeffrey. So Steele from Mace and Jeffrey, and that's your 1-0 lead right now. Face-off win for Lockview and trying to clear. Near side corner. Claire Morley can't clear. Now onto the stick. Jenna Clark. Lockview takes over. Tight angle shot goes behind the net, and to get it behind the net is Claire Steele on the far side. Jill Doucette. Shot goes off the shin pad. On the far side, there's Emily, dumps it back in behind the net. Eva Hall. Chip forward. Here comes Riverview. Kayla Martin. Martin gets knocked down. We've yet to have a penalty in this game. And the Dragons with Heather Ward. Off the backhand. Here she comes. To the left side is Warren. Gets a shot off. Blocked by Jill Doucette. That shot just trickles wide. There's Warren again. Doucette can't clear. Big collision there. Hayworth took a hit. Hayworth slow to get up. Is Victoria. She's okay. 11:36 remaining. Katie Harris. She's been aggressive for Riverview. Dump down to the far side corner. Marcille in there as a Lockview player hits the deck. And is this our first penalty of the game? It's going to be on Riverview. Looks like Marissa O'Neill. So O'Neill will sit 2 with 11:20 remaining in the second period. 5-on-4 hockey here for Lockview, leading by a goal. Hayworth can't get to it. Steele does. On the far side, Laba dumps it in. So Laba, Warren, and Steele, Hayworth, and Katie Mace on the power play here. Mace. As Marcille is out there on the penalty kill along with Katie Harris. And taken away cleanly by Harris. And dumps it off the boards, off the backhand. She's battling with Hayworth. Hayworth wins it. And now she'll lead Lockview. A nice move there by Hayworth, but poke checked away at the end by Erin Bursey. Harris dumps it in. Penalty kill changes here for Lockview, or for Riverview, sorry. Laura Bray onto the ice. And DeVry as well. Just over 10 minutes remaining in your second period. Off the backhand of Steele, and with 43 seconds left, Lockview trying to set something up here on the power play. That's a shot. Looking for a deflection. It goes all the way to the far side. Chipped back in by McIntyre. Off the side of the net. A fortuitous bounce out front for Lockview, but nobody home. Went off the face there of Laba. She's okay. Helmet, I should say. And then Cooley calmly leaves it for McIntyre. 9:25 remaining. Here comes McIntyre. To the forehand. And nearly goes over the boards. And no icing. Holding on is going to be Cooley. So back to 5-on-5 hockey here. 9 minutes remaining in your second period. Lockview on a goal by Emily Steele in the first minute of the second period. Marcille threw it in front, but couldn't hook up with Harris. And here comes Warren. Steele couldn't keep it in, dumps it to the far side corner, and they'll have to reset. Nearly halfway through our second period. So face off just outside the Riverview zone. Coming up, Kings Edge Hill back on the ice. They'll be playing Auburn. Or, sorry, check that. Yeah, it is Auburn. So a quick turnaround for Auburn. They just played at 1 o'clock, and now they got to get right back on the ice at 4. And after that double overtime game as well. So how's that for a quick turnaround? Auburn, the double overtime loss to North Nova. And now they got to play at 4 o'clock versus Kings Edge Hill. That's with Garrett McDonald coming up at 4. Then your opening ceremonies. And then 3 games coming up tonight as well. 7:30 remaining in the second period. Bouncing around the neutral zone over there on the far side. Offside would be Riverview. They had to wait now as a little too rambunctious to get in there was Leno. Dumping it in is Bray, chasing. And now she's got it. Throws it at the net, right on. And an easy save there. And holding on is Kennedy Cooley with 7:09 remaining in your second period. All right, 7:09 left. Great chance, Katie Harris off the faceoff. The quick shot, but again, right into the body of Cooley. And she does not give up any rebounds. Maybe the best chance of the game so far for Riverview. Another faceoff win for Harris. Gets it to Kayla Martin. She throws one at the net, and again, Cooley makes the save and calmly holds on. And we'll have a face-off to her glove hand side once more. Live and interactive on Bell Alliant Community 1. B. McLean Sports at Gmail. Rob Marcil. Checking in on the email. Got a great shout-out coming up here for you in a couple seconds after this flurry of action. Puck bouncing around. Lockview. McIntyre. Near side. Chance to clear. They will with Warren. Warren going to her left. A lot of speed for the big winger. And holding on will be Eva Hall. So Rob Marcil checking in. Thank you, Rob. And a shout out to Brittany Pike. Brittany couldn't make the game home with the flu. So a big shout out there to Brittany Pike of Riverview. She would normally wear number 10 for the Royals. Holding on to it there on the far side. And Jay Steele. Great to hear from Jay Steele. They got that great website, Eyeball Sports, and on Twitter as well, Eyeball. And we'll talk to you this weekend, Jay. Thanks very much for reaching out to us. Jay's daughter, Emily, the goal scorer right now. Glove down. All right, so a whole bunch of whistles here as both teams exchange shots off of face-off wins, and both goaltenders making big saves. .605 remaining. Behind the net. Scrambling around for it and finally coming away with it is Lockview. Shot deflected in front. And calmly taking it away there is Katie Harris from trouble. 5:41 remaining in the second period. That's behind the net. There's Harris again. No confusion there for the Royals. Now here they come. Harris across center ice to the far side. Dumps it in and gets after it. Falls. And Emily Steele swings it over to the other side. And now here comes Steele again with a burst of speed. Now in alone is Emily. And a big save. Another save. The puck or the play blown down after that first save. But Steele broke in again, but got stoned there by Eva Hall. 5 minutes remaining in your second period. So great stuff coming in here. The emails and the tweets. Thanks very much to everybody for watching and reaching out. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Love to hear from those folks who couldn't be with us here in the rink and are maybe traveling across the country, or grandparents, what have you. 4:52. Collision. Chance for Riverview to clear. They will. Knocked right back in again by the Dragons. And the Royals will reset with Bursey on the far side. Here comes Bursey. Nice little pass, but over the stick of the intended teammate Megan McPhee. 4:15 left. Auburn and King's Edgehill coming up. That's a good one. Both teams look very impressive today. King's Edgehill with that tough 1-0 win over Halifax West to get our day started. And Auburn with a double overtime loss to a very good North Nova team. So that 4 o'clock game, scheduled for 4 o'clock, but will probably be about 20 after 4. That's a good one coming up. And again, Auburn will be battling fatigue as they just played earlier this afternoon in that double overtime game. Meanwhile, King's Edgehill as well, they had that overtime game as well to begin the session today. What a performance that was by Halifax West with only 10 skaters to take King's Edgehill to single overtime. 3:20 remaining. Puck bouncing at the blue line. Falling down is Martin. Here comes Big Hayworth. Victoria Hayworth. I'd be curious to know if she's the sister of Rebecca Hayworth, who is the outstanding track and field athlete, the high jumper for the Dalhousie Tigers. Kayla Martin. Can't get to it. Steele. Hayworth. Warren. A battle on the near side corner. And there's Morgan Young. Young. Clearance by McPherson. Morgan Young, a calm customer back there. Cool customer on that blue line for Riverview. That gets behind Hayworth, and now she'll chase in the near side corner. Warren on the hunt. Gets out, past Young. And back to get it is DeVry. Just over 2 minutes left in the second period. Now we have the flood coming up between the second and third, remember, as well. So a 10-minute break between the second and third period as they flood the ice, and then we'll get you back for your third. 1-goal game here from LeBrun Center. Just under 2 minutes left. Knocked in by Warren. She's at the end of a long shift. She'll change. Out on the ice here is Claire Steele. She gets a beautiful move put on her by Bray. And now Bray a pass a little bit too far for her teammate DeVry. Bray didn't get all of it. Right in the slot was Bray, but just fans on it. Didn't fan completely on it, but just didn't get enough in terms of velocity. bmcleansports@gmail.com. bmcleansports on Twitter. Here's the grandparents in Florida. This is the Steele family watching Emily and Claire. John and Janet Steele You guys down there in Dunedin, Florida, which I believe is the home of the Blue Jays. So hope you guys are having a good series now, or good spring, late winter down there. John and Janet Steele, the grandparents of Emily and Claire, reaching in on the email. Great to have you with us. Across the blue line with speed is Marcel, and the shot goes under the glove of Cooley, but through the crease into the near side corner. 30 seconds remaining. Dumped in by Claire Morley. Nice move there. Again, the combination of the shirt in the back and the ponytail. Hard to pick up numbers. Look like Megan McPhee. 10 seconds remaining. Back to get it for Riverview. Jill Doucette. Warren creates the steal. Thrown in the corner. Shot. It goes just wide as the buzzer goes. That was close. But it missed, and that'll take us to our third period. So 1-0. Only one goal so far. Emily Steele scored it, with assists by Katie Mace and Shannon Jeffrey. And that's where we stand here at the end of the second period. In our fourth game on day one here at the 2014 NSSAF Girls Division I Hockey Championship on Bella Alliant Community 1. Oh, cool. So I got an email here from, or a tweet from CPA Girls Hockey, Nova Scotia Girls Hockey. Victoria is Rebecca Hayworth's sister. And that's not surprising, too. Just looking at Victoria out there on skates, she looks like she's probably got about the same athletic size that Rebecca has. Of course, Rebecca, again, one of the great high jumpers in the AUS. And also a leader, one of the great academic leader, academic athlete leader there at Dalhousie on the Dalhousie Student Association, and does great stuff there at Dow. So Victoria is Rebecca's sister. So that's great stuff there from you guys at Nova Scotia Girls Hockey. You can follow Nova Scotia Girls Hockey, NS Girls Hockey on Twitter. That's the official Twitter account of the tournament. And also, of course, the tournament HTO Sports slash Nova Scotia Girls Hockey, or NS Girls Hockey, to follow the tournament. So keep it coming, live and interactive here on Bella Alliant Community 1. Emails and tweets. B. McLean Sports on the email at gmail.com, and B. McLean Sports on Twitter. All right, let's take a quick break and come back with you to get your third period started. This is Game 4. A 1-0 lead right now. As we get ready to begin our third period coming up here in a few minutes. All right, friends, welcome back to the LeBrun Center here in beautiful Bedford, Nova Scotia on a gorgeous day in the HRM. We're getting ready for the third period of a good one. It's Lockview and Riverview. It's a one-goal game. That shot goes just wide. We say hello to Tim and Linda Moore. Great to have Tim and Linda Moore with us from Guelph, Ontario. Taylor's grandfather in Ontario watching, and Tim and Linda Moore in Guelph, Ontario. Thanks so much for you guys for being with us here on the broadcast. Live and interactive. Bell, Alliant Community One, your leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic, Canada. We're in Bedford and in St. Margaret's Bay for the boys and girls Division I hockey championships this weekend. You can join Steve Betts and Stephen Campbell all weekend long over there at the St. Margaret's Bay Center as well. But me and Garrett McDonald and Chuck and Neil will be here all weekend to bring you the girls' action. 13:53 remaining in your third period. Riverview trailing by a goal. Here come the Dragons. And again, it's McIntyre. A low shot, steered aside by Eva Hall. A battle on the far side. That's our first look at Erin Kenny. Haven't seen too much of Erin in this game. But she has clearance there, and icing will be called on Riverview. So a reminder, Bill McLean here. I'll be gone after this game, and Garrett McDonald will be taking over. Garrett, of course, a former CTV News journalist, reporter, and a local play-by-play man, and also heavily involved as well on the staff of Hockey Nova Scotia. So great stuff coming up in your evening session with Garrett McDonald. "13 minutes remaining. Garrett will be back on the air tomorrow with you again at 9 a.m. And I'll be in for a couple games, and then Garrett will have your semifinal Saturday tomorrow night. Here comes Lockview in alone. And a save, rebound, goal. Lockview with Claire Steele. And now both Steele girls have scored. Make sure the official scoring here, but that looked like Claire Steele on the rebound. Emily scored the first one, and I'm pretty sure you can give Claire the second. So you guys in Dunedin, Florida celebrating. Jay Steele, well, checking in. Just I told you this is what happens when you check in on the email and the Twitter. Your son or daughter ends up on the scoreboard. Been a proven formula for the last 5 or 6 years we've been doing this. 12:45 remaining. Bray. There's Emily going back to work. Let herself a little bit too far. Cleared away calmly there by Jill Doucette. On the chase is Marcille. Can't get there. It is Claire Steele. Didn't hear the rest of it. I think it was Katie Mace with the assist. If so, that's her second of the game. But Claire Steele and Emily Steele. 2-0. And a save by Eva Hall. So 12-11 and a little bit of separation now for Lockview. Again, coming up here with Garrett. It's Auburn versus Kings Edgehill. That is going to be a good one. Possibly a very tired Auburn team after playing a double overtime game against a good North Nova team and losing 2-1. And Kings Edgehill, who played overtime in our first game of the day, winning that one 1-0 over a Halifax West team that only had 10 skaters. Interesting storyline on that Halifax West team. They only had 9 players as of yesterday. Kick save there by Eva Hall. They lost a bunch. Oh, that's a nasty collision on the far side, and that's going to be a penalty on Lockview. And hopefully that is Katie Harris over there. She's had an outstanding game. Hopefully she's okay. They're going to call for the trainer to come out and look at Katie. Looks like she's trying to get up. A little shaken up over there. She's going to go to the bench. And don't want to speculate at all. She looks like she's okay. That penalty for Lockview is going to be on Claire Morley. So it was Morley who got wrapped up there with Harris. And that's going to be a 4-minute penalty. So here's a big turning point, possibly, for Riverview fans and the Royals. A 4-minute double minor. Outstanding chance now for Riverview. Of course, now the attention also turns to Katie Harris. And if she can return, they need her on the ice. One of the better players today. A little confusion there. Riverview finally get it out. Here comes Aaron Bursey. Bursey on the far side. Passed a little bit too far there for DeVries. Back to the blue line for Kenny. Just off the inside post. One-timer and a goal. And look who it is. It's Marcille. Beautiful setup, and Taylor makes no mistake. And there, it's game on. Cut the lead in half. And this power play continues for Lockview. I believe, now they're talking to the coach over there. We haven't heard anything from the PA booth yet. The referee explained to the coach, I assumed, if 4 minutes went up on the board, I assumed it was a double minor. But just the one. So it was a single minor. Bray gets an assist. Aaron Kenny gets an assist. And Taylor Marcille scores. Great one-timer. And it's a 2-1 game. So my fault on the penalty call. It was a single minor. But Lockview makes good, or Riverview makes good. And it's game on with 10:41 left. Over to the far side. DeVries wrapped up. There's Marcille again with space on the near side. Riverview fans to my right-hand side really starting to feel it. Emily Steele has it knocked away. And again, the formula proves itself. The two families who have reached out to us, the Steeles and the Marcilles. And it's those 3 girls who are on the scoreboard right now. Helps that they're all very talented players as well. Katie Harris, great to have her back on the ice. She's okay over there on the far side. Puck scoots past her though and has to be recollected here in the Royal zone. Savannah Gillis, sorry. Harris couldn't control. Morgan Brown is The Dragons come flying in, but again, Brown calm, collected, gets it to Katie Harris, and here comes Katie to her forehand. Knocked back in to the far side corner. Battling there is McPherson. Over on the far side, Kayla Martin fighting for it. Into the neutral zone, Gillis. Off the shin pad. There's Harris again. She's at the end of a long shift. Spinning and waiting for teammates is Claire Morley. And a high stick here. And face-off will come in the Royal zone to the blocker side of Eva Hall. So 8:35 remaining in a one-goal game. Carol Ann Pike checking in. The McIntyre Chevy Panthers. Good to hear from you guys. Cheering on Taylor Marcil. And that goal. That's on the email. .825 left, only 10 seconds off the clock on that exchange. And they'll do it again here in the Royal zone. Face-off win for the Royals, and onto the stick here of Bursey. Steele gets in there on the forecheck. Here comes DeVray. Space on the near side. Can't get it out front. Too far for Steele. And on the far side, right on there, and Cooley had a hard time getting on top of it. Now she does. 7:58 remaining. And a good one. We've had 2 overtime games already. As we play our 4th game. Knocked in by Marcil. In front, Marcil, and no luck. Couldn't get a shot on. Taken away. No luck on clearance. Kept in by Morgan Young. Harris is out in front. Kayla Martin in the far side corner. Throws it behind the net. Harris just absolutely battling there with Katie Mace of the Dragons. Morgan Young over to the far side. Off the skate of Kenny. And here comes Harris again. Harris dumps and chases. Goes flying. Marcil couldn't get a shot through. Didn't get all of it. 7 minutes left. Lava. Knocked down. Warren in front. Poke checked away there by Hall. In front, and another good poke check. Ready to cash on that was Morley. But Hall pokes it away. 6:35. Trying to advance the puck is Doucette into the zone. Back to the blue line. Bursey off the boards. No luck for DeVry to get through. And DeVry again. Crafty across the blue line to her backhand. Katie Mace was back. Kept in by Doucette. And no luck on that pass, trying to hook up with Laura Bray. This is icing indicated and called on Lockview. So the Royals are making a push. Came into this period trailing by 2. They got it down to 1 on the power play marker. The Dragons trying to hold on. So important to win that first one. Really just puts you in such a much better position, obviously, in the round robin format. Glove down. Bill McLean with you from the LeBrun Center in Bedford, Nova Scotia. Stephen Campbell over at the St. Margaret's Bay Center with the boys' provincials. bmcleansports@gmail.com and bmcleansports on Twitter. Five and a half left. Off the boards. Far side, a chance for clearance for McPherson. She does. Marcille nearly broke free. McPherson again. Katie Harris. Marcille. Harris! Two huge saves by Cooley. In the front again. And coming away with it is the Dragons. That was Marcille and Harris in alone, and Cooley turns them away. 5 minutes remaining. Comes all the way back to Marcille. Does she have any gas left in the tank? Try to go cross ice. No luck. And here comes Emily Steele. She scored the first goal. Can't get the pass out in front. Steele still with it. Bouncing puck and into the glove hand there of Eva Hall. 4:38 remaining. If you're just joining us looking for that Auburn Kings Edge Hill game, all you Kings Edge Hill fans, you were with us this morning at 10 a.m. Kings Edge Hill School, if you're looking for that, we're probably about 20 minutes away from that, assuming we don't go to overtime. Then it could be even more. We're behind schedule here. We've had 2 overtime games. The teams coming up in the next game played in both of them. Auburn, the double overtime game, and Kings Edge Hill, the single overtime game. So don't go anywhere. It's KES, and Auburn is coming up. 4 minutes remaining in this one between Lockview and Riverview. Face off to the glove hand side of Cooley. She just made 2 huge saves to keep this a 1-goal game. Once again, picks that one up. 2 very evenly matched teams here. That's been the storyline of the day. The only blowout game was a 5-0 game for CP Allen over the CEC Cougars. But aside from that, it's been overtimes, and right now a 1-goal game. Jill Doucette. Marcille again, this time a tight angle, and Marcille couldn't put it past Cooley. So pushing and shoving in front. .346 remaining. Harris, Marcille, and McPherson. The forward line. That gets out. Lockview will clear anyways. To the backhand here. Chipped away nicely by Marcille, and now here she comes. Knocked away. Claire Morley couldn't get going. And it also gets past Claire Steele. Dumped right back in. Hot off the kicker. And on the far side, Claire Steele in front. Can't get a shot off. And no luck as well for McDonald. All the way back from McNamara. Or McIntyre, sorry. Eva Hall. 3 minutes remaining. Laura Bray. Katie Harris. Another easy glove save for Cooley. .245 left. And a timeout. And so we'll see what happens here. They're obviously going to pull out Eva Hall at some point. We saw this in the Auburn game that preceded this one. Auburn calling timeout with about 2 minutes remaining. And then they pulled out the keeper, Nicole Lowe, with about a minute and a half left and got the game-tying goal with the extra attacker. We'll see how long Riverview waits. There's still .245 left. There's still a long ways to go, obviously. But they're going to call timeout now and try to set up an attack. Again, make sure you follow the website. Tournament website with all your updated stats and standings. That's HTO Sports. HTO Sports / Nova Scotia or NS Girls Hockey. Jenna McNamara checking in on Twitter. Thank you very much. Following along. Live and interactive here on Bell Alliant Community 1. Bill McLean. And then Garrett McDonald coming up for your evening session. Remember, we got the opening ceremonies coming up as well. After the next game, the opening ceremonies will also be shown here on the webcast. And if you're just joining us, looking for Kings Edgehill versus Auburn, that will be coming up immediately after this one, after they flood the ice. But we've had 2 games go to overtimes today, and this one has really slowed down as well. A lot of whistles here late in this third period as Riverview is getting a lot of pucks towards the net, and Cooley keeps hanging on. Face-off win. There's a chance for Bursey. To the near side corner, Katie Harris is there. A shot goes just wide. Off the boards and trying to get to it on the far side is McDonald. No luck kicking it forward. That pass finds a dragon. And Lockview will dump it out. On the chase is Morley. Out there as well with Claire Steele. Steele, first to it on the near side corner. Manages to get past Bursey. There's Morley. Got a player out in front, but they go back to the blue line. A blast by McIntyre and a blocker save. That gets under the stick and down the ice. No icing. 1:33 left. Keeping our eye here on Eva Hall. Right now, she's lifting her stick, wondering when they want her to come. Here she comes. Nope. I guess she's got to wait because heads up here comes Morley. One-on-one. Puts it through and kicked away. Lockview will keep possession. So time running out here for Riverview with the puck in their zone. They're not going to be able to get Hall to the bench. Freewheeling through the zone. Bursey and Hall goes to the bench. There's 6 attackers on for the Royals, and there's 48 seconds on the clock. Marcille, but deep offside there was a teammate. That was DeVries who lost her stick. Marcille recollects, moves forward, holding on is Cooley. 33 seconds left. And here's another timeout. So the first one was called by Lockview as they try to organize their defense. And now with the goaltender out for the extra attacker, Riverview will call timeout and try to set up an attack. So a timeout here. 2-1. Emily Steele scored the first goal. Claire Steele gave Lockview a 2-0 lead. And then Taylor Marcil made it a 2-1 game. In a day when we've already had 2 overtimes. This may be our best game so far. It's been a doozy. Chance of let's go Riverview. Face-off win. Katie Harris has it on the far side boards. She gets it back to Bray. Throws it at the net. Swinging away at it here. 18 seconds left. Deflected in front, just wide. Marcil has it on the far side corner. 10 seconds. Lockview a chance to clear. They can't. Kept in by Bursey. 4 seconds. Marcil in front. A swing. Harris couldn't get it moving forward, and that will do it. Lockview will move on, and Katie Harris, she is going to get a penalty that we'll see how that is enforced for the next game. But Harris took a little bit of a swing there at a Lockview player, and the referee saw it. And we'll see how that comes out in the wash for the next game for Katie Harris. Obviously frustrated, but this one is going to go to Lockview. They are going to hold on for a 2-1 win over Riverview in a great game. That one had it all. Beautiful goals, great goaltending, drama, intensity. And Lockview the winner. In our 4th game of the day. Again, if you're just joining us, or if you've been with us for a bit since 4 o'clock, Auburn and Kings Edgehill is coming up. And a quick turnaround again here for Lockview as well. They got to get right back on the ice at 6 o'clock. So another team that has to really get back to the dressing room, get hydrated, and get ready. At 6 o'clock coming up, they've got CP Allen, so that's another tough one for them. And Riverview has to get ready for CEC at 9 o'clock. So Riverview and CEC at 9 o'clock. So both teams back in action tonight with Garrett McDonald. So make sure you join us then here on Bell Alliant Community One, your leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic, Canada. Friends, thank you so much for being with us throughout the day. Thanks for all the tweets and the emails. Great to hear from everybody. Don't go anywhere. The next game coming up here very shortly, Auburn and Kings Edgehill. The 2014 NSSAF Girls Division I Hockey Championships right here on Bell Alliant Community One. Final score here, 2-1. We'll see you in 15 minutes.